Picture this. You're stirring a bubbling pot of pasta sauce. You lift the spoon, and a fat red drop lands right on your clean stovetop. Now imagine catching that drip with what looks like a giant, plump, pillowy ravioli sitting next to your burner. That is exactly what today's product promises. It is called the genuine Fred sauce tub ravioli spoon rest, and yes, it is priced at 2,375 rupees. Is a novelty kitchen gadget really worth that much? Stick around, because I am going to break down whether this cute little piece of silicone earns its place on your counter. Let us talk about the real problem here. If you cook even a few times a week, you already know the pain. You reach for the ladle, you place it down for a second, and suddenly your countertop looks like a small crime scene. Curry, pasta sauce, dal, gravy, they all leave sticky rings that dry into stubborn stains. Most people just grab a random saucer or a folded paper towel, which slides around and looks messy. A dedicated spoon rest solves this instantly. But here is where it gets interesting. The market is full of plain steel discs and generic ceramic plates. They do the job, but they add zero personality to your kitchen. In an age where your cooking space is also your background for video calls, reels, and family dinners, a boring spoon rest feels like a missed opportunity. That is the exact gap Fred & Friends is trying to fill with a product that is equal parts functional tool and quirky kitchen art. So here it is, the Sauce Tub Ravioli Spoon Rest by Fred & Friends. And honestly, the first time you pick it up, you will smile. It genuinely looks like an oversized, puffy piece of stuffed pasta. The edges have that crimped ravioli border, the top has a soft, billowy dome, and it feels squishy but firm in your hand. It measures just under 4 inches by 4 inches, so it is compact enough to sit right next to your stove without eating up counter space. It is made entirely from stain-resistant silicone, which means red sauces and turmeric-heavy gravies will not leave permanent marks. And the best part? The whole thing is dishwasher-safe. Just toss it in and forget about it. Let us get into the details because a 2,375 rupee spoon rest deserves scrutiny. First, the material. This is food-grade silicone, which is heat-resistant, flexible, and does not absorb odors. If you have ever had a plastic spoon rest that started smelling like garlic forever, silicone completely solves that problem. Second, the shape. Those raised, crimped edges are not just for looks. They act as a shallow wall that traps runny sauces and prevents them from sliding onto your counter. The slightly domed center cradles your spoon so it does not roll away. Third, the size. At about 4 inches square, it holds a standard ladle, a wooden spoon, or a silicone spatula comfortably. It will not fit 2 utensils side by side, but that is not what it is designed for. Fourth, cleaning. Silicone is naturally non-porous, so tomato sauce, saffron, and beetroot juice wipe right off. And if something does dry on, the dishwasher handles it. Fifth, stability. The flat bottom grips the counter well and does not slide when you place a wet spoon on it. There are no electronics, no assembly, no manual. It is a beautifully simple object that does one job very well. So where does this actually shine in real life? Scenario 1. Everyday Indian cooking. You are making a rich butter chicken or a tomato-heavy pasta, and the ladle needs a home between stirs. This rest catches every drip. Scenario 2. Entertaining guests. When people walk into your kitchen and spot a giant ravioli sitting by the stove, it becomes an instant conversation starter. Scenario 3. Gifting. This is honestly where the product makes the most sense. It comes across as thoughtful, quirky, and useful all at once. Perfect for a housewarming, a wedding gift, or a secret Santa exchange. Scenario 4. Small kitchens. Because it is compact and dishwasher safe, it does not add clutter or maintenance. Scenario 5. Kids helping in the kitchen. The playful design makes cooking feel less intimidating for little ones, and they actually remember to use it. It is one of those objects that quietly earns its keep. Fred & Friends keeps this product refreshingly simple. There is just one version of the Sauce Tub Ravioli Spoon Rest in the classic pasta pillow shape and neutral cream color. There are no size variants, no color choices, and no material upgrades to worry about. Now, some buyers might wish for a larger version that could hold 2 utensils, or maybe a bold red or green colorway to match different kitchen palettes. But the brand seems to be intentional here. The single design keeps the product iconic and easy to recognize. If you have seen one sauce tub, you have seen the only one that exists. That said, Fred does make other food-shaped kitchen accessories, so if ravioli is not your vibe, their broader catalog is worth a look. For this review though, we are focused on the one and only pasta pillow. Now let us talk value, because this is where things get spicy. The Go Store stainless steel spoon rest costs just 199 rupees. It is durable, rust-free, and does the basic job. The Decor steel spoon rest sits at 206 rupees, also simple and functional. Then there is the Kitten's hand-painted ceramic spoon rest at 642 rupees, which adds artistic charm and comes in an elegant green finish. And finally, our star today, the sauced up at 2,375 rupees. So you are paying roughly 10 times more than the steel options and nearly 4 times more than the ceramic one. What are you getting for that premium? You are paying for brand design, silicone flexibility, no risk of chipping, and pure novelty appeal. If pure function is your goal, the steel options win easily. If you want art on your counter, the ceramic is a strong middle ground. But if you want personality, giftability, and a piece that starts conversations, only the sauced up delivers that. So here is my honest take. The sauced up ravioli spoon rest is not trying to be the cheapest, the biggest, or the most practical option on the market. It is trying to be the most delightful. And on that front, it absolutely succeeds. The silicone build is genuinely high quality. The stain resistance works as promised, and the dishwasher friendliness makes ownership effortless. The design is charming without being childish, and it holds up to daily use. My only real hesitation is the price. 2,375 rupees is a lot for a spoon rest when steel alternatives exist under 200 rupees. But if you are buying this as a gift, or if you are the kind of person who invests in small, joyful objects that make your kitchen feel like yours, this is a genuinely lovely purchase. I would recommend it with one condition. Buy it for the personality, not just the function. If this quirky little ravioli caught your eye, the buying link is in the description below. And tell me in the comments, would you spend 2,375 rupees on a spoon rest that makes you smile every single day? Or would you go with the practical steel option? If you enjoyed this deep dive into an unexpectedly fun kitchen gadget, hit that like button, subscribe for more honest reviews, and I will see you in the next one. Happy cooking!